Surprise beer time, guys. I don't know what this is. Henny's brought something behind his back. I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
It's all right. I just want to check it.
You can probably hear a lot of ruffling noises from his microphone because I'm not sure what he's doing, but it sounds like it looks like he's messing around. Oh, not okay. You tell me when I'm allowed to look.
I think. You can look now.
Okay, here we go. Oh wow. This is definitely not what you want when you've got a full day of drinking.
No, but when you're halfway through, it's exactly what you want. And the sun's
I think
beaming.
so, yeah. I haven't had one of these in years.
So you have had it before?
I have had it before, yeah.
And what was your thought?
Well, my thought before was when I was younger and I was not strictly old enough to drink. And by strictly, I mean not at all old enough to drink. But I did have a beard, so it didn't look odd when, you know, a man with a beard goes into a supermarket and tries to buy the strongest beer that they've got there.
And then you've not had it since, so palate might have flavoured?
I'm guessing probably 18 or 19 the last time I
Oh,
had
wow.
a Duvel.
So a long time.
I'm 35 now.
Wow. I mean,
so,
it's been about time you revisit this. I mean, the reason why I picked this for you is obviously we're talking about Belgian beers, and I thought, well, let's step away from the Trappists and the Abbey ales and the sweetness. Let's go something that has a bit more hops style that you like. SARS. SARS. I know. It's known as, you know, sort of champagne of Belgian beers, and I thought this might be a nice one to go back. I mean, it is strong, 8.5%.
Yes, it is, yeah. But only comes in a small glass, 330ml bottles.
Exactly, so. You know, we have had 440ml of, you know, 8% beers and the likes. So I thought it was a great little niche beer. It was, you know, we did have a beer design that we thought we'd give you guys a review. We couldn't find it, so I went with this. I mean, I've done a little bit of research. Classic brewery with the spring water available. They love a bit of the spring water. Czech hops and Slovenian. So you've got your, you know, the what's called Styrian Gold, blue Slovenian.
Yeah.
You've got your Czech. You've got your which are your SARS. So they're heavy on that. Ale. So we're fermenting at 20 to 26 degrees, according to our website. So quite variable, I guess, on that side. Started by Jean-Leonard Moorgat, yeah.
Fourth generation now.
Fourth generation, so 1871. So he started off brewing the beer and started to become popular with the locals, and then the Brussels bourgeoisie, so the rich upper class, started drinking it, really liked it. War broke out. Shit hit the fan, but started creating links between the English and the Belgians. And again, who were the best brewers at the time?
Oh, that's got to be the beer from Burton.
The
British.
English.
Yeah,
Well, the English, yeah. Could be. It didn't specify, but,
no, but
it's always the English.
Yeah,
it's
always English, yeah.
So he goes, you know what, I really want to make a distinctive beer. Start making ties, end of the war, goes over 1918 and actually gets a Scottish yeast, brings it back, and basically all the other brewers like, whoa, what are you doing, man? And then he went, no, this is going to be great. Started to get it popular, and then his sons started to take over. One was the head of delivering, one was the head brewer. And basically what he decided to do was single ferment the beer. So it sort of created that blonde, more, I guess, freshness sort of type. And 1960, this sort of created the Duvel, and with that, they then decided to create the glass. Everyone knows the glass that's based on the wine glass.
I was just reading that on the back there. It says that in the end of the 60s, Duvel introduced the very first tulip-shaped glass.
Yeah,
that is something I didn't know. That's a new beer fact for me.
So one of the things that I always associate with Duvel was his bottle. Apparently, that happens around the neck gives more head. I don't know how true it is. I heard it once. I've tried to reinstate my facts. I can't find it. I might just be chatting complete crap. I know once the war finished, it was called Victory Ale before they actually changed the thing. You're desperate to get into it, aren't you?
Mate, I am, yeah.
So, but yeah, sold in over 60 countries now. There's about 5 different styles that you can get at Duvel. I've seen they've done a triple hop, one's with Cascade. I think one's with pure Syrian hops, I believe.
Alcohol free as well?
So, alcohol.
Do they?
No, I've not seen alcohol free. I know they've got 2 winter ones. They've got the 6.66, which is similar to this Duvel, but obviously
I think I got you a 6.66.
Yeah, you did.
For your birthday
it was
box.
tasty.
Lovely looking beer.
So, like I say, they call it the champagne.
I was going to say, is it bottle? Yes, it is bottle conditioned.
Bottle conditioned, yeah.
Because I've just murked it. I've murked it up.
You've done better, but it is that sort of real
It's got a
champagne-y look, innit?
It is, yeah. It's very, very light, very pale looking beer. Nice, thick. Well, it's not actually it's not as thick a tight white head as
It's not tight, is it? It's not tight. They're big
quite
bubbles.
Bubbly, yeah.
Big bubbles. I mean,
and even the bubbles that you see rising up, they are big bubbles. It's not the very fine bubbles like when we have it on draft, like we do at home. It's not that kind of bubble. It is a bit thicker. It looks nice. This, I'm really into this kind of really light straw colour at the moment.
Yeah, it is good, isn't it? It just looks refreshing, especially this.
Yeah.
You can just about see the sun that's coming through on our hands, isn't it? We're in the shaded corner whilst we're doing the reviews. Not the sun to be in our eyes, but I mean, first time I tasted Duvel, we were at Mules a Go Go, which is now changed place in Chester.
That's a Mussels restaurant for anyone that doesn't know. It's
a Belgian restaurant, and the beer my dad goes, "Don't have that Duvel, it's too strong." So what does 18-year-old do? Have a pint of Duvel, please. Don't do it, pint of Duvel, please. And got rat-assed. But this is what introduced me to Belgian beers, but from Duvel to Lef, and then so and so. So what would you think of the?
I mean, looks-wise, mate, sunny day like this. I mean, probably wrong angle. If we were sat on the other side of the garden, this to everyone else would look a lot better. Sunny day like this, though, this beer looks fantastic. It's probably a 7.9.
Okay, for me, it's higher. It's 8.5. Yeah. I think it looks really, really tasty. Really tasty. So
okay. I'm interested to smell what it's like because I'm used to Belgian beers recently. That
sweet. You usually expect the sweetness, wouldn't you?
It's the kind of the toffee, almost like dates.
Yeah.
Like that very sweet, dark, chewy fruit.
Yeah, if you're expecting a double, then you got the triples and the quads. So.
But let's dive in with a. It's not far off actually. Even though it looks a lot lighter.
It still has that.
It's still there, isn't it?
It's got that Belgian ale yeast.
It's like almost like a dark brown sugar.
If I say they use SARS and Styrian Gold, I'm slightly disappointed.
Yeah, it's like syrup sponge type smell,
yes,
isn't it? But you know, going into it thinking
you love the smell of the Belgian ale.
I was going to say, going into it thinking I'm going to be smelling the Belgian beer and getting this, no disappointment at all. Smells really good.
Yeah.
I think and I do love that smell. That's probably an 8.2.
You love it.
I love that smell.
You love it. I love Belgian beers, but the smell doesn't tickle me as much, as much as you. So, 7.4 for me.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
You've got a little.
I've got a little.
Yeah.
So 7.4 for me. Obviously, a higher score for you. You love the smell. I love the. It's weird. I actually love the smell more than the taste, though.
What do you want to? You love the smell more than taste? Do you mean?
Sorry, I love the taste more than the smell.
Should we dive in and see what the tastes like then?
Cheers. Wow, you brought the pack.
There's no hiding from the fact that that is an 8.5% beer, is there?
Yes, it's like a laugh on acid, isn't it?
Yeah, that kicks you right in the face as soon as you drink that.
It's still got that syrupy taste, hasn't it?
It looks light in colour, but it is not a light beer.
No.
That is a big old drink.
Yeah.
Big old drink, yeah, and that is. It's not bad.
It's a sipper.
It tastes nice. I took quite a gulp there. I might not do that.
I love it. I still think it's weird. It's got a sweetness but a crispness to it at the same time, which maybe is what the hops are doing.
It's very dry for a beer that's that.
Would you get that candiness at the back of your throat, maybe?
I do, but it's very. I don't know if it's carbonation again. Like we had with the Westmalle Extra, where it was so fizzy that it almost was more bitter or more dry because of the extra fizz. Like this, it's like I'm getting something on the back where it's like very sharp.
Okay.
And I think it might be the carbonation. It is a highly carbonated beer.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what?
Is it better than you remember? Or is it
Well,
as you remember?
the thing is, when I last had it, I had a lot of it. and I remember, because I bought this, I was going to a party, and I wasn't really old enough to drink, and I had to go and buy beers, and I had to get, sorry, there's a dog trying to play tug with a toy here. I kind of bought the strongest beer possible, because that's what you do really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And
That's how you discover beers.
yeah, and so that's what I did, but I drank all of it. So I don't really remember how it was. I just remember that I had it, and I felt like shit the next day. You know what? It tastes really good.
Is it for you? Maybe not.
I'm
I'm trying to stay towards the Belgian beers. Is it a gateway, or have you took a step back?
no, I'm not taking a step back, but is this my kind of beer? No. Is it a bad beer? No.
No.
Am I going to go and I'll drink it again? But am I going to go out of my way to get it again?
No.
Probably not. No. I mean, probably a 6-9.
Oh right. Okay. I'm sorry. Just
Is that still a first, or is that
just under.
Just under a first? Yeah, it's 2-1.
It's 2-1. Maybe you're. There's room for improvement.
Yeah,
So-
but it's not a bad beer. It's just not my. It's not my jam.
No. Okay.
my
For
jam.
me, it is my type of beer. When it's a summer's day like it is now, and it's really crisp. I love it. 8.1 for me.
But wow.
Yeah. No, I really like Duvel, especially on draft. I love this. I just love sitting in the garden and taking my time and drinking this beer. I really, really like it. And for the price,
How much is that?
it's £2 a bottle.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. Now, it's from a major supermarket, so you have to take that into account. We know they're going to be cheaper than your bottle shops. It's very widespread, like it said. It's a very popular beer. When you think of Belgian beers, Lef, Duvel, they're the sort of two that come to your mind. So mass-produced to the max.
Yeah.
So you've got to take that into consideration.
But that shouldn't take away from how good you think the beer
No,
might be,
no,
though,
no.
should it?
You know, is it a good beer? Yes. Is it got that craft genius that you get now and again in the bottles?
No.
No. So,
But they've got to a point where they're pleased with it, stopped, and then you can mass produce at that point, can't you?
yeah, okay.
You know,
Um,
craft is great for experimental beers, and but you can take any craft beer or any small brewery. You can look at places like Verdun or the guys that we tasted today, Electric Bear,
Brewdog. They started off with craft
But what I
beer.
mean is, you can take that, and once they've perfected that recipe, there's no reason why you can't scale it
Yeah, it's
and
true.
just sell it to a big brewery.
Absolutely.
And if they can carry on making it and not cut corners and not cut costs and not do all those things and just carry on making that same beer, it'll be the same beer.
Yeah. And the good thing about this, look at that. The head is not
Meant to-
dissipated at all.
well,
So.
mine did, but I'll just do that. It's fine. It's back again now. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. So, for me, price, I think that's really good. 8.3. 8.3.
£2.
£2. 8.3.
£2 for a strong Belgian ale. It's not bad.
No?
No, I'll give it an 8.
An 8, yeah?
Yeah.
I agree, yeah. It's and if you've not tried it and you're new to Belgian beers and you like Stella, would you say?
Yeah, I would say if you like Stella and you like Belgian beer and you want to try Belgian beers, this is a good way to start that.
That was my theory.
Yeah.
That was my theory. So,
The last thing we rate our beers on though is sessionability. How many pints of this beer could you have? I'm going to go straight over to you, Penny, and say how many pints, not glasses, not these. How many pints?
what's that, maybe?
1 2/3 of these, I guess.
Oh, God. Pints, 3.5.
3.5 pints. Yeah.
I couldn't have more than that of Duvel.
No.
Not a Duvel.
I'm
I'd be on my arse with your paralysis.
I'm going to just go for 2. I think 2 pints.
Yeah.
Because it's so strong, it does kick you in the face. It's a strong beer. I don't think I'd want to drink more than 2 pints of it. So I think, cut 3 or 4 bottles of this, really. It's not a bad beer. I just couldn't do more than that. And I think that's pretty much it for this
Yeah.
surprise beer review, really. Isn't
Yeah. Surprise. Surprise.
it? Surprise, motherfuckers. No, it's been good. But I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. If you have, smash like, hit subscribe, bring that little bell down there. And also check out our other reviews in the description down below. You'll see a score spreadsheet with all of our other beers that we've done and see where this ranks against all the others. Can you add up the score?
I think so.
Here's your score for this beer. And for now, that's pretty much it. So, oysters
Oyster down.